morning, bird brains, and welcome to episode 6 of the Ultimate Ultra Build Series, where we take a 2018 Road Glide Ultra and turn it into a badass machine. If you watched last episode, we left off with the bike on the lift. Let me explain to you why it's no longer on the lift. It's all thanks to this little bugger right here. I don't know how much I caught of it last episode, but I was having a very hard time getting this ignition back on. Well, after about 6 hours in total, we now have a fully operational, well, I don't have my key fob, but it is a fully operational ignition now. Which means that we have power, and with power comes lights, and that is why I'm deeming today the Ciro3d episode. Ciro, of course, one of our sponsors here on the channel, supplying a lot of products for this bike. Let me go ahead and recap what exactly they provided to us. So in case you didn't see last episode, they did provide these lighted lower fork covers. Really cleans up the front of the bike. Now I know I haven't finished, running the wire up and everything, yada yada yada, but they are on, they are working. It just looks so good. It adds a little touch of light down there. Not super bright, but enough to be noticed. I actually think the level of brightness is perfect. And then going on today is gonna be the filler panel lights. These will actually sit back in this gap here on the back. Right there, where you see that hole right there, that's where those will go. They do operate as brake as well as turn signals. Now on top of that, we're also adding the bag blades that'll sit right below the edge of the saddlebags on the back. As you can see, it operates as sequential turn signals. And then not really light related, but we're also gonna be using their adjustable highway peg mounts. Now these are mount to the bottom of the frame. That way, in case you're using lowers like we are, you can still have fully adjustable highway pegs. And then what would highway peg mounts be without highway pegs? And that is why we picked up the Adam Sandoval riding floorboards as well. We did get the black version, not the chrome, of course. These will be mounting to those adjustable highway peg mounts. Adam Sandoval is, of course, the person hosting the Bring It Home world record attempt for us Americans. If you have any questions about that, I'm gonna leave the link down to the event page down in the description. And that is going to be our goal for today, is going to be getting all of those lights on as well as getting this bike road ready. I've only put like 20 miles on this bike since I bought it, and it's starting to get sickening. We're like 2 months into the build now. I want to get this bike at least able to be ridden today. I don't know how that's gonna be done. I don't know if that's even possible, but I think it is. I mean, we really only have to do the exhaust and foot controls. By the way, foot controls, left out this really important piece. In case you saw last episode or an episode before that, we had to send this piece down here back to powder coating because it got a little bit of powder in the spines, and we were not able to put in this shift linkage connector, basically this piece right here, but on the back. That is coming back today. GTZ turned it around really quick, less than a week, and Uncle Ken's actually bringing that over with him as we speak. So hopefully we don't have any issues with that, and we're gonna be able to just slide it back on, and we're gonna have full foot controls. But enough of me jabbering, let's get to work. Forgot to mention, I'm wearing a new shirt today. It looks just like a standard Bike and Bird shirt, but future Justin, show him the back. That is right, guys. We officially have goddamn focus, dude. God. That's right, Bird Brains. We officially have Battle Donkey merch. Those shirts are available in pretty much any size you can get, all the way up to, I think, 3X or 4X, as well as smaller sizes. They are available in black as well as olive green. I'm gonna include a link for those down in the description in case you wanna go pick some up. I also have stickers somewhere around here. I don't have those up on the site yet. I don't know if I'm gonna put them up on the site. I think I might keep that as kind of a give them out in person kind of thing. I don't know. If you want one and you want to put them on the site, let me know down in the comments. All right, so time for an update. We got pretty much the full crew here. We got Uncle Ken, we got Hasso, Team Bradley, and we also got Roadblock over there. Got pretty much the full crew working on the bike, just doing little bits and pieces. So we're not getting everything on camera, but all the important stuff we're getting on camera. They're handling stuff like, you know, putting the exhaust back on, heat shield, stuff like that. We're able to get the shift linkage back on. Ken right now is adjusting the heel shifter. Yes, I am keeping the heel shifter. A lot of people were asking me if I was getting rid of it. So we were able to get that on. Roadblock took that on because I did not have the patience for that. And then I just put on the Ciro3d floorboards, or highway pegs. You can see here, they are on there. And then right now, Roadblock is working on getting this last heat shield on. We also got the brake pedal and the new brake pedal, pad thing, whatever you want to call it. And lever along with the highway boards on this side. So after that, we're gonna get the exhaust put back on, or they're gonna get the exhaust put back on while I start on the Ciro3d lights. Basically, we're gonna take this boring oil back in and make it light up. Let's get to work. Cycle it through. All right, right turn signal. Good. Left. Good. Brakes. Jesus. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, guys, so coming to you with a quick update. Ciro3d lights look awesome, stupid easy to install as well. Not only are their directions really good, that's something you could probably figure out without any directions. I would even say that Brad or Hasso could have installed those without any help. I'm just kidding, Hasso. One thing I didn't mention at the beginning of the episode, we're gonna continue the theme of lights with the front turn signal inserts. These are actually provided to us by Rogue Rider Industries. You guys, if you're a fan of the channel, you know this name very well. They've provided turn signals for 3 of my bikes now. I enjoy their products more than other people's competitors. So I'm gonna throw these on, super easy to install. I'm just gonna show a brief clip of that. After that, we're gonna be continuing buttoning up the bike. There's a few little things we have to do with the fairing as well as the dash, and then basically just tightening everything down to spec, getting everything nice and tight. That way this bike is potentially roadworthy by the end of today. So let's get back to work. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video here, but I just want to make sure that you guys knew about the monthly giveaways that we do here on Bike and Bird simply by pledging to the Patreon. Patreon is a website that allows you to get a behind the scenes look at what goes on here on the channel. For example, certain tiers get to view this build series that you're watching right now live weeks before it comes out. You also get early access, seeing it days, the final product days before anyone else does. Along with that, you also do get access to our Discord, so it's a private group chat with the OG crew and myself. And then of course, you also get entered into the monthly giveaways. This month we're giving away some pretty awesome prizes, such as the Vance and Hines fuel pack, as well as a set of Thrash and Supply essentials bags. This month we're giving away 3 prizes. That's a record-setting 3 prizes. 3 different people will win 3 different prizes. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and click that Patreon link in the description and pledge to a tier. All right, sit rep. It's been a long time since I've checked in with you guys last. This fairing is proving to be a lot more of a pain in the ass than we initially thought. We lost 2 bolts. We've figured that out for sure, but we've got some that are the same thread, little different size, but we're gonna make it work. But now it's just getting everything to sit right with those makeshift bolts and nuts, and it's been a huge pain in the ass. We even had to go to the Harley shop, which you guys didn't see, but they didn't have what we needed, because I was just gonna pretty much just order all new bolts. That way we knew everything was in the right spot. That didn't work out. They had like 2 bolts that we needed out of like 8 or 10. So we decided to kind of scrap that plan and kind of regroup now. So I hadn't even gotten to install the the turn signals yet, because I was gonna do it after they were done with the fairing, but we still haven't finished the fairing yet. So back to it. guys, so it's actually the next morning. I did an outro last night. We finished everything that we needed to get done last night, but I did an outro and I was really tired and it just kind of sucked. So I felt like I need to come back on and do a proper outro to kind of explain to you guys what we did today, as well as what to expect on the coming episodes. So as you can see, the bike is completely road ready at this point. It's definitely not done. Definitely not done. So hold your criticisms. But I took it for a quick test ride last night. Streets were very wet. It was very dark, very foggy, so I didn't go on highway or anything, literally just around the block. Everything felt good. Everything stayed on tight, thank God. But what we did this episode, we finished up the exhaust. Once again, we put the stock exhaust back on because we do have a stage 1 kit in that box right there, but we're not going to be doing that until a later date. We added the foot controls with the new brake pedal, put the newly powder coated floorboards back on, as well as the Adam Sandoval Rides Ciro3d highway boards. I got the fairing on. In case you haven't seen the other episodes, yes, we are changing the windshield. Yes, we are changing the bars. So please don't comment that I need to do those things. I added my little special flair down here on the brakes by adding the custom B&B brake thingy here. That black piece is actually from an eBay company. I think it's called Hogworks or Chromeworks, something like that. I'll put a link to that down in the description. And then I just printed out a custom vinyl decal for my logo there. Got the Ciro3d fork covers. Those were on last episode, but we got the wires all nice and tucked up pretty. Moving up, we got the Rogue Rider Industries turn signals. The reason I like these turn signals so much is that, I know it's hard to see. Let me get the camera right up there. It does not have halos. It is a full disc, and when you turn the turn signal on, it goes amber back to white as opposed to amber and off like some other competitors. And speaking of lights, sorry the dyno's kind of in the way, but it's still raining outside, so I'm not gonna move it. But got the Ciro3d filler panels in between the bag and the fender, as well as the bag blades. Both of them look really good. The camera does not do it justice. So I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but the bag blades are sequential. So when you turn on the turn signal, it actually flashes across. Yeah, you can see it pretty good on the camera. And then on the filler panels, it's got a amber strip running down the middle. So the brake lights actually don't turn off. It just flashes that amber down the middle. Over on the ugly side, we got the double shifter. I know a lot of people were asking if I was going to keep the double shifter. I am going to do it for now. I do use the heel shifter from time to time. We got the horn cover on. I did have to buy a black nut, but I'm glad I did because it really looks good. And then we got the shift linkage back on. I know we didn't film that at all just because, I mean, look where it is. It's kind of impossible to film, but we got that all on and working. Up top, we got the fairing all put back together, speaker grills, everything put in, ignition, fully functional now. And then I also put on this flush mounted dash. I know it's extremely dirty right now, so I apologize, but that is also a Amazon knockoff. That's not by any special company. And then it's got the gas cap that comes up like that, and then you can turn it like that. So I know a lot of people have had some issues with these leaking, but apparently they have fixed that. We will see. Also, one thing I don't know if I touched on when we did it, but we reversed the gauges. This one and this one, we actually swapped them inside the fairing. And the reason we did that is because I run a phone mount on my left side. So the phone will mount like that when you're riding, and it covers up a good portion of this gauge. And that's actually where your fuel is, which is way more important than your battery voltage, which was originally over here. So what we did is we swapped them, so my fuel gauge is over here. The only issue with that is that when you hit the right blinker, you're technically flashing on the left, but it is an arrow that still points to the right. I know it's really hard to pick up on camera, but that arrow is flashing to the right. So in case you watch future episodes where I turn my right blinker on and it looks like my left blinker's on, that's the reason why. And there you have it, folks. That is what we got done in episode 6. What to expect coming into episode 7, I don't really know. To be 100% honest, it could go a couple different ways. We do have the wrap in. That is actually what's in this box right here. I'm not gonna show you guys what color I got because hashtag come back next episode. I'll tell you it's black, but you don't know what kind of black. Is it gloss black? Is it flat black? You don't know. So I'll release that whenever we get to that point. The reason I don't know if we can wrap it just yet is because wrap is very sensitive to temperature, and we gotta wait for the right temperature in order to get that done. After that, we also do have to do the stage 1, like I mentioned earlier. The thing I am waiting on that is I don't know if I should wait until my 1,000-mile service to do that. I have to talk to my mechanic to see what he thinks. I don't think I waited 1,000 miles on my other bikes and they were fine, so it probably shouldn't be an issue, but I don't know. I don't have experience with these Milwaukee 8s. It could be different. If he gives me the go-ahead, that will probably be next episode. And like I mentioned on the other episodes, I'm gonna do a dyno, completely stock, a dyno with the stage 1 exhaust and the stage 1 intake, and then a dyno after the tune. So you're gonna get 3 separate dyno numbers. And then after that, we also have bars and windshield. Don't know when those are coming in. Like I mentioned earlier, those are back ordered. So until those come in, we can't do that, obviously. And then the last big piece is gonna be powder coating all the engine pieces. The derby cover, primary cover, timing cover, all that stuff will be going back to GTZ to get powder coated gloss black to match the rest of the parts. And then after that, the Battle Donkey will be complete, guys. Of course, we still gotta do some vinyl work and stickers and all that good stuff, but that'll be for the final touches episode, which will come at the very end. But if you want to see all that stuff, please make sure you punch that subscribe button. Just punch it right now. I'll give you some time. Punch it. Punch it. All right. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to get in on the monthly giveaways, like I said, this month we're giving away a pair of these Thrash and Supply Essentials bags, as well as a Vance and Hines Fuel Pack 3 along with some other goodies. So click that Patreon link down in the description, pledge any tier, 1, 5, or 20. We'll get you 1, 5, or 20 entries into that monthly giveaway. We do those every single month. Also, like I mentioned earlier, we do have some new shirts on the site. This one is one of them, featuring the lovely Molly, that's that bike right there, as well as some Battle Donkey exclusive shirts. So head over to bikingbird.com and get you some shirts. Well guys, that is a proper outro. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.